Hey guys, and good evening. It is the Megan and Ryan Power Hour. We are broadcast all the way out on all of our Facebook channels, also our YouTube channel, Megan and Ryan Recommend, and as well our TikTok channel. So thank you guys for joining us for the Megan and Ryan Power Hour. I believe Megan will be with me here just in a few minutes. She's tidying up a few things, but a few little housekeeping things. If you guys are watching us live, make sure you drop us that hashtag live. If you have any questions during the broadcast, make sure that you drop those questions in the comments. We'll be happy to answer them. Subi Seb, awesome. Thanks for joining us. Hi, all. We've also got some thanks for the follow user 6463 over on Facebook. It's John, LOL, Pyramid Scheme in full effect. No, not really. If you actually want to educate yourself, it's John. Let us know. We're happy to answer any questions that you got. We will battle that all night long if you want to. So, we are here. We have been doing this for about 2.5 years. We've been very successful with our online business. We've started from zero, gone to multi six figures with it. And, it's been an amazing journey for us and all the things that we've been able to accomplish, not only personally, but, for our family and the lifestyle that we are now living with our family and being able to spend more time with our families, do things more with them, travel more, not necessarily worry about certain things that we used to have to worry about all the time. So again, the online business has given us so much, and we've been very blessed and fortunate to have the success that we've had. But at the end, we've actually put the work into it. At the end of the day, we've put the work into it. We put the time into it. There's a lot of people that have been with us through our journey. There's been a lot of people that we've been able to help through our journey. And as we go through and we talk about this, Subi, thank you for the hashtag live. Appreciate that. As we go through this and we talk about certain things through this evening that we have done, we have accomplished, we also want to talk about, what you guys are trying to work on, what you guys are trying to do. It's not all about us. As you see behind me, we've got some plaques, some trophies, there's even a diamond ring back there with the things that we have done inside of our business. But our goal is to help you guys figure out what you can do in your business to help you get going. Whether you're just starting out with this stuff, whether maybe you've been thinking about getting started with an online business, or maybe you've been started in your online business, just haven't found the success that you're looking for. All right, Megan's getting ready to join us here, taking her last bite of Reese cup. And then hopping in the chair. Awesome. So, Stuart's Hook, do you promote products separately? Yes, we do. It would, it depends on what niche that they're in and what product specifically that we're talking about. But actually, yes, we do have different products that we promote separately. If we were doing like Amazon products, we would probably send a lot of traffic to one page with all the different Amazon products that we would promote. So hopefully that answers that question. Wanda, what's the Robert K. book in the background? That is the Retire Young. Is it
Retire Young,
Retire Young, Retire Rich. But if you're noticing that that Robert K. That kind of that look, yes, we have Rich Dad Poor Dad up here on the bookshelf behind us as well. So that is what that one is. Retire Young, Retire Rich. So definitely recommend that book. What?
I need
Hmm?
I need this.
Oh,
Can I use this?
yes. Got to charge the phone up a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're running on empty there, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So again, let's just talk about some of the stuff that we have done in the last couple of years.
Oh, jeez. We have an hour, not
Yeah.
5.
Well, that's okay. We can talk about a little bit about what we've done.
Gosh, mercy. Okay. What have we done?
Let's talk about what we've done that we wouldn't have been able to do prior to this. So, guys,
Sorry, I'm running.
honestly, prior to this, prior to us to starting our online business, I worked a 9 to 5. Megan still works a 9 to 5. She works from home, but when we both had 9 to 5s and before our online business, we, like many of you out there, could only do certain things depending on how much time we had, like vacation time, personal time.
Well, yeah,
Sick time.
I'm still that way,
Okay.
and that's fine. But
And that's okay.
yeah,
We
yours was more constricted than
Yeah.
mine. I'm very blessed with the company that I
Yeah.
work for, but
I didn't have that much. I had like 2 weeks of vacation,
yeah,
I think, if I remember
I have
correctly.
like 5.
And for us to be able to take a vacation was tough. To try to schedule a certain time or do it only, with the kids being in school and things like that. Ania, thanks for the likes. Appreciate that over on TikTok. But we struggled with the fact of, we wanted to travel. We wanted to do all kinds of traveling. but we necessarily didn't have the time to do it, or I didn't have the time off work that I could do it. The other thing was, we've got young kids. And if any of you out there are parents and have young kids, you know how often they get sick.
Yeah, they're like little petri dishes, right?
Yeah, and you never know when that next time is they're going to be sick. And how many of you have been out there, wake up in the morning, go to send the kids off to school, and one of them is sick, and now we're trying to figure out who's going to stay home with them.
Yeah,
That's been that was an issue. And so do you take them to work? Do you call the grandparents? What do? Do you have time? Do you not have time? Do you take unpaid time off?
Yeah.
These are all worries that we went through and had. Not only that, we talk about financial freedom a lot. We talk about time freedom. The ability, and I talked about this a little bit the other night. How many of you are out there and you've got, Anya says, yes, I got 3. So we're talking about the children. How many of you out there are worried about a major either appliance or purchase that could possibly, come up unexpectedly? Whether it's an appliance that goes out, whether it's, you got to put a roof on the house, or your vehicle dies and you gotta pay to get it fixed. How many of you out there fear that happening and really don't know what it is that you would do if, say, your car breaks down, or the washer breaks down, or the water heater, or, some major appliance, the refrigerator goes out? How many of you have the ability that if that happens, that you can just go out and replace that? If you're like us, before we started our online business, you worry about those things. And then when something does happen, you're scrounging around trying to figure out what to do. Where do we come up with the money? How do we get it? How do we do this? We know that we don't have it. So do we go without something for a while, or do we try to figure it out? This is one of these things that with our online business, we don't necessarily have to worry about that. Okay. User 405, what's vacation? I have not been on vacation in a long time.
Is that by choice is that by choice or because you're
more than likely probably because they're working, or also not maybe they have the finances to take vacation? Either one, Thanks for the follow. All right.
I don't
Oh, you're not gonna be any help then.
None.
Right? All right. So I'm horrible about usernames, especially those on TikTok. Thank you for the follow, Dr. LYD. Yeah. I'm not sure what that is. User 405, working and no money. All right. I understand that. Those were the same shoes that we were sitting in just a few years ago. And because of our online business, I would say we were lucky if we could take one vacation a year when we both had
and even if that
our jobs. And it was a struggle. We had to work all year to save up to be able to take that vacation. She says, or they say, no vacation offered, and that's another reason. When we started, go ahead.
Yeah, speaking of vacation, you said no vacation offered. I'm in a situation right now where I'm on maternity leave, and I'm very blessed with the company that I work for. I get 6 months of paid maternity leave, and I'm not going to divulge what company I work for, so don't ask. But a lot of people don't have that.
No.
The company that I work for also, dads get 4 months of paid paternity leave, right? And it's because the company I work for is a European-owned company, and they're a lot forward-facing. I'll give you that much. But so many people, so many women are expected to have a child, and that's traumatizing in itself, right? Mm-hmm. And then turn around and go to work
and drop the kid off at a babysitter.
In like 6 to 8 weeks, if that.
Yeah.
And then some of them we don't even have paid maternity leave in all employee situations here in the States.
Right.
It's sad. And it's awful, but I'm finding more and more women that are starting these online businesses, when they are on maternity leave, they're like, oh, well, I've got a little bit of time. Let's see what I can do. And then they turn around and they're making more than what they did their 9 to 5. So they're leaving them before their maternity leave or whatever started. And it's like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So all those worries, they don't have to do that anymore. It's crazy.
Let me get to a couple of these comments real quick. Wanda, how much harder is it doing this alone versus with a partner?
I couldn't imagine doing this alone.
I couldn't. I know plenty of people that do it. alone. Okay.
Kudos.
Kudos to them. I don't envy them whatsoever. Megan and I work at this very well together. We both have our strengths in what we do and what we bring to the table. So that has helped us out, quite a bit. But we also know a lot of people that do this on their own, by themselves. Or maybe they're part of a couple, but their spouse is doing something else or has no interest in this, and so they build it out on their own, or they just do it on their own and provide for their family, and that's wonderful. So it can definitely be done alone, but I can't really speak to how much harder it is because we've never actually had to do that. All right, AC 1313, what you selling? Absolutely nothing.
We'll tell you how to start if you want to start.
Yeah, we'll show you how to start, give you all the help that we can. Jeff Sebastian, need to learn this ASAP. Awesome. Yep. Let's get you going, Jeff. Stick around here. Let's continue on through the broadcast. We do have some things that we're going to talk about, show you how we got started with things and how you guys can get started as well. Ashley, thank you for the likes. Appreciate that. And then Jeff says, I'm a custom tile shower installer, and I'm getting too old to do it anymore. Yeah, that's a lot of on the knees and physical labor type stuff. And yeah, I can understand that as I am getting older, and I'm not that old, but
please pass your skill on to somebody else though.
Wanda, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. So, as we go through this, Wayne, thank you for the likes. We got started with this a couple of years ago. Many of you may not know my story, but back in February of 2020, I lost my job. And so at that point, it was trying to figure out what to do. We were already a 2-income household and trying to figure out what to do then. Obvious thing was to go out and find another 9-to-5. Put in applications, places, put in resumes, and I'm fairly certain I could have gotten another job, but I really didn't want just another job. I wanted to do something. I wanted to kind of build our own future, build our own dreams instead of work for somebody else and build somebody else's dreams up. So you're giving away free ACE 1313. Yes, actually we are. That's why it says
that's free money. We're giving away free information. You didn't see the emojis there.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the emojis. So no, we are giving stuff away free. There's a link right there for free training. Check it out. Wanda, thanks for the likes. But whenever I lost my job, it presented the opportunity to start something new. I had the time at that point, not working, to figure out what we could do online. And even though it was something completely new and different to us, at that time I was 40 years old. All my entire life, I'd always been told, go to school, get good grades, go get a nice secure job, save up money so that you can retire, all these different things. And that's how I thought you had to live life and do things. And I had up to that point. And I had what I thought was a secure job. And then until one day it just wasn't there anymore. It wasn't secure like I thought it was. Right. Exactly. And so, looking at all the different people that were online, yes, I was scrolling on TikTok trying to figure out, all these different things. And I saw all these different people talk about how they can make money online. And, a lot of it looked too good to be true. And so I'd pass it up, or, I would see that things were unbelievable. Here it was, I just lost a job where I was barely making $38,000 a year. And, now I'm watching an 8-second video of somebody tell me they're making $100,000 in a month. I was like, well, that's got to be bullshit. There's no way. It's not possible. If that was the case, everybody would be doing this. All those same things that I'm sure that you have thought about as you have looked into doing some sort of online business, right? And so, these were all things that we went through. We started out in e-commerce and drop shipping because I thought, what, that seemed pretty simple to me. Bought a course, learned how to do it. Said, yeah, I could do this. Fairly simple. But what we didn't realize was it took a lot of capital. It was simple. The model was simple and everything, but it was tough. And if you don't have a lot of capital, to pay for ads, then you could really struggle in e-commerce.
Deal with all the customer service bull.
Well, that's true.
You did dealing
that.
With.
Yeah. So it was tough. All right, Wayne, I'm a truck driver. Awesome. We've talked with a lot of truck drivers because a lot of truck drivers are over the road all the time and they miss time with their family. So I completely understand that.
Actually, Jeff, one of the guys that we work with was a toothless
trucker. Yeah, exactly. Jeff, were either of you tech savvy? So I will admit I had spent, a majority of my career in some kind of tech. I was doing like help desk work, a little bit of networking and stuff like that. But that just meant I was comfortable on a computer, okay? I didn't know any of this stuff that I needed to know to do these things, like building sites and what funnels were, or what an email autoresponder was, or any of this marketing type of stuff. I didn't know any of that stuff. So the only thing that I did know was I knew my way around a computer. So that did help us out a little bit. But trust me, guys, we have worked with and helped so many people that consider themselves not tech savvy or no good with computers. We have helped plenty of people, similar situations, be able to make their first $1,000 to $10,000 online. Again, if you're teachable, if you can learn, we're willing to help you out and show you how to do these things. And actually, as part of the bonus that we offer, and we'll get into that a little bit here, but we actually have a done for you setup where we actually set up the tech side of things. We kind of call it the earn as you learn sort of thing. And the reason why we do that is we understand that there's a lot of people out there that struggle with the tech side of things, and that's okay. We can set that stuff up for you, but we do ask that you learn it. I can hand you over a brand new business that is working perfectly fine. If something goes wrong in that business,
when something goes wrong on the back
end. When something goes wrong with that, you need to be able to know how to fix those things. Okay, so we do ask that people learn those skills and try to figure that stuff out. But we can definitely help you out if you are at a point of, I'm not very tech savvy, don't know how to do this. Wayne says that is me. That's okay. Stick with us, Wayne. I promise we'll be able to help you out. Stuart Took, do you do one-on-one coaching? We do not.
We want one-on-one coaching. Everybody thinks they want that. You don't want that.
Yeah. We actually did a little bit of one-on-one very early on in the beginning. And what happens is when you do one-on-one, there's only so many hours in a day. So you can only accommodate so many people. So for us to actually grow our business, we had to stop doing one-on-ones. But yes, we do one-to-many coaching. Yeah. Actually is what we do.
Yeah, but the reason I said that you don't really want one-on-one, and the reason I say that is because you don't, when you're in like a group setting or a small group setting or something like that, it's a lot more insightful because you're hearing what other people are working on in their businesses, and it gets your thoughts going like, oh, well, maybe I can maybe implement that, or hey, I hadn't thought about that, or yeah, I had that same question, just didn't know how to word it. Right, because that's another thing that we run into. You don't know what you don't know. Sometimes people are like, I don't get this, but I don't know how to articulate or word it. Okay, if that makes sense. So, you learn and I don't have the resources in front of me or anything like that, but I have heard that people do learn better in a group setting as far as this subject is concerned.
For me, I've seen a lot of people really, really grow inside of the group setting. And the reason being is just like Megan said, when you're in a group setting and you see what others are doing, and as long as people are progressing within that group, and that's the overall goal, right, is for people to progress in their business. And so when those people are progressing in their business, you get to see that. You get to see that, all right, this is working for them. Well, what are they doing that I maybe should be thinking about or working on? And so you get to see those things. And also you get to learn different aspects and different perspectives of things when you're in that group setting. So, maybe somebody asks a question that you didn't think to ask. Okay. So a lot of times we have found that the group setting, as far as coaching, works out better. But at the end of the day, the reason why we do that is it's time for us. Again,
that's the big reason.
For us, again, we can't do one-on-ones anymore because we've had so many people reach out and want help, and there's only so many hours in a day. And again, we are family. as our logos on our Facebook page and everything, we are raising family and fortune. So we have 4 kids and all the responsibilities, the basketball practices, the choir practices, the games, and the school activities and all that stuff that go along with it. So just as far as time goes, it's very difficult for us to do
I may a one-on-one. Have to pop out because
newborn. She may be paged here in just a moment. Joe, thank you very much for sharing out the live. And anybody that's here, if you guys are getting value from this live, please share it out. That that helps us out tremendously. Wayne, you have 7 kids. Awesome. God bless you. We, like I said, we have 4, and that's where we're at. That's it for us. We're done with 4. But wouldn't change it. Love all of them. And
over on TikTok we had Apple user 3 asked, how much is the cost we got started with this affiliate marketing business, just got our toes wet and things like that for $7. We've invested much more than that. But yeah, you can get started with this for as little as $7, honestly. And the link for that, it's not clickable, but there is that link, that meganandryan.com. Click on that, or not click on that. Copy and paste that into your browser. You'll get a free ebook by doing that, and then it can take you to get started with that. Or there's also a free training that we've put out. You can check that out as well. There's also links to get started there, but there is that free training that we did just to give you a little taste of it. See if it might be for you or not.
And we've been through a lot of different programs, guys. Like Megan said, we started with one with $7. That particular program that we ended up, and we did invest in some of the additional education that they offered. And if you get started with that program, you'll see some of that additional training. We did take part in some of that, but that first program is really what started everything for us. It gave us the initial skills that we needed to really get going with this. A little bit more about us. Our goal when we first got started was just to replace the income that I'd lost at my 9-to-5, which was about a couple $1,000s a month. Within 3 months of really working in our business and working at things, we hit our first 5K month, and within 8 months, we'd actually made our first 6 figures. And so you can actually see the plaque behind us. That is actually one of the awards that we got for, earning 6 figures in commissions with that one particular product. And so, again, that's one of the reasons why we do recommend it to people. Is it the only program that we recommend? No. We have been a part of several other programs. Sometimes we bought into those just to see what they were, see if there were any little bits or nuggets that we could, derive from them or help us out with anything. So we have a full range of different products that we do recommend and offer to people. It just depends on where you're at. And generally, if you're wanting to get started with this, we ask that you, reach out. Let's get into a conversation, try to figure out where you're at, what your abilities are, what's right for you. You'll find a lot of affiliate marketers out there will tie themselves to one product and, send everybody to that one product. I don't believe in that. And the reason why I don't believe in that is because I don't really think that there's one program out there that's just a perfect fit for every single person out there. Okay. So we actually want to get into conversations. If somebody's wanting to get started with this, we want to get into conversations with you, try to figure out where you're at, what your goals are, what you're trying to achieve. And then upon that, we'll say, all right, we can kind of make a recommendation of where you might be. Like Megan said, there's programs that start out as little as $7. You can get into programs for a couple $1,000s, and you can get into, like high-end coaching programs where you get 4 coaching calls a week and an amazing course for like $6,000. But we also know that not everybody can do that. So again, it all comes down to, what it is that you're wanting to do, what you're trying to achieve, what are your goals, and that's why we want to get into conversations. And if if you're over on TikTok, check out any of these links above us. Again, they're not clickable links, but you can write those down. You can go check them out, put them into your web browser. Either if you want to get started, the free training is there, and then also our Facebook group, which in our Facebook group, we have a lot of great resources for people to really get started with this as well. So Apple User 3, thank you for the follow. We appreciate that. Wayne, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, and I don't blame you there. Yep. It's not necessarily that. I know a lot of people that are successful, promoting, one program as a primary, and that's okay. Again, after all the conversations that we have had with people, I know how I am. I want to do research and I want to see what's out there. I don't want to just, find one thing and then boom, that's it. I want to get into it. I want to look at what all else is out there and what's beneficial. So I feel that whenever I talk with people, I want to treat them like I would want to be treated. We're very truthful. We're very honest and transparent about what we do and how we do the things that we do. And we bring that into our recommendations for people. Bottom line is, I know that there's a ton of people out there that feel the same way that we felt, when I lost my job or prior to that, when we struggled financially or with time and things like that. And we know what this business can provide to people. It can provide you more freedoms, more time, more finances, a lot of different things. I know what it's done for us in our journey. Just the last couple of years, guys. Like I said, prior to us starting our online business, we were lucky if we would take one vacation a year. You know, over the last couple of years, we're up to like 5 vacations a year now. You know, taking trips. You know, taking the kids here, or there, wherever. We've made a few trips to Disney World and things like that. So we've definitely been able to travel a lot more. Spend more time with our family and our kids doing some of the things that we enjoy. And so all of that is because of our online business. And so again, we're here to let you guys know that this is what you can do. As far as what it is that we do, I know we haven't really talked about that a whole lot. We are actually affiliate marketers, guys. And if you haven't really heard of that or don't know what that is, let me know. Drop me a 1 in the comments if if you've not heard exactly what affiliate marketing is, or this is the first time, or maybe you've heard it but you don't understand what it is. All right. If that's you, basically what affiliate marketing is we promote other people's or companies' products, and when one of those products is purchased through our unique affiliate link, we receive a commission for it. Okay. It's a very simple business model. There's nothing tough to it. You don't have to have your own product. Okay. You don't have to purchase a product. Okay. You don't have to have the ability to bug your family and friends to buy your stuff and all this. No, none of that.
No hawking of the lotions, potions, and pills type thing here, as one of our mentors says.
Yeah, none at all. No hawking lotion, potions, and pills to your family and friends. Okay. Yeah. Basically, affiliate marketing comes down to just referring people to things. That's what it comes down to.
People do it every day and don't think about it. Mm-hmm. And it now looking back on it, I'm kind of like, I could have been earning money by doing that. Like, somebody's like, oh, hey, I love your pair of shoes, or I love those jeans, or whatever. And like, yeah, man, I got them at Target. You should go get them there, blah, 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 blah. In a sense, that's affiliate marketing. The only difference is you're not being paid a commission to do that.
Exactly.
So it's the same concept. So somebody's like, hey, you guys are earning money online. That's really cool. How did you get started? Well, we got started with this. And then they go and they use our link, and then we earn a little bit of a commission off of that. That's affiliate marketing. It has been around for about 20, 30 years now. And there's probably some version of that even before that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's digital, and because it's digital, because a lot of it's online, that's a whole new concept to people, even though the internet has been I'm older than Google, I'm going to admit that. Kind of scary to say. But it's new. And it goes against everything that has been beaten into your heads, whether you're 18 or 89. It's been beaten into your heads since you were little that there's one way of doing something. You go to school, you get an education, you maybe need some higher education in college or whatever, or you go to a trade school, you get a good, secure job, and you live your life. If you make more than what your means are, awesome. If not, well, too bad. You're just gonna have to live that whole paycheck to paycheck thing that so many people do, and work until you're 65, enjoy a few years of retirement, and then die. I mean, that's true. Yeah, that's the life cycle. And what we're doing is we're breaking that generational, what am I trying to, the generational, just like what it is.
Yeah. Kind of changing that whole stigma of, going to school and getting a 9 to 5, getting a good 9 to 5 job.
There's nothing wrong with school.
No.
Disclaimer, there's nothing wrong with school.
We have no issue with that.
But it's not for everyone.
Exactly. And,
and working for somebody is not for everyone.
I want to get a couple of these Stuart's Hook. Who did you use for your professional email, or was that a part of your domain name? So we actually get our domains from GoDaddy, and then we actually use professional email service from Office 365, Microsoft Office 365. So we tie those together to make that work. So good question, Stuart. Appreciate that. Easy to be. I think that's our friend Don that we chatted with last night. Good evening. Signed up and ready to rock. Awesome. That's great. Ready to see what your future holds here, Don. Appreciate that. Wayne, people are coming out with college degrees and not even making enough money. And so yeah, just
their degree.
So just like that conversation right there, that statement that Wayne made. There's an issue with the fact that people are spending so much on college educations right now, and then they're coming out of college and not even being able to afford the loans that they took out to get that piece of paper, that degree. And again, I'm not bashing, college. Trust me, if I go see a doctor, I want to make sure that that doctor went to school and got a degree, But I think that there are some industries out there that don't necessarily need college education, and I think so much stress it was put on me as a kid in high school. It was stress to me that I need to go to college and to get a degree and all this stuff. And I think in certain fields, in certain industries, you have to have that. Again, like I said, if I go to a doctor, I want to make sure that doctor went to school and knows what they're doing, right? But again, I don't think that that's for every industry. And the fact that so many people are borrowing so much money to go to school, and then they're coming out of that, that education, and they're saddled with these loans that they can't afford and can't find jobs, in, what it was that they graduated in or majored in or whatever, and there's just a big issue for me with part of that. And part of what Megan was talking about is we talk with people all the time about how to get started with this. And yes, guys, it does take an investment to get started with some of this stuff. If you really, really want to get going with it and you want to get kind of, on the fast track, if you will, towards getting where you want to be in this industry, yes, you do need to invest in some skills. Whether it's with us, whether it's with somebody else, it doesn't matter. If you want to get started with this, you really, truly do need to invest. And so many people out there want to talk about scams or, this doesn't work or that doesn't work or it's not believable, because it's not the traditional go to school and spend thousands and, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on an education. You can learn high income skills online for, a couple $1,000s. But yet, and this is looked down upon because, again, it's new, it's online. You have to do your research. There's a lot of different things out there, and I think maybe that's part of the problem. There's so many different things out there, a lot of people don't know what to go with. And so that's where we're like, all right, you need to do some research. You need to figure out what it is that you want to do. That's why we offer up, being able to get on phone calls with people, on Zoom calls with people, and talk about, what your goals are and what you're trying to achieve, and try to make a recommendation that's going to fit you as a person, not just everybody, lump everybody up into the same bucket here. But, so many people, again, they want to throw stones and say, hey, this online business stuff, well, why can't you teach it for free? It's all out there, for free. Yes, it is. You can go Google and YouTube everything that we have done. There's no secret sauce to what we have done, guys. I'll be honest with you. There isn't. Okay. You can go Google it. You can go YouTube it. There's tons of information out there. But the problem is it's information overload. And when people try to do that, they get overwhelmed with everything. They try to implement a little bit of this, a little bit of that. They don't have a proven plan. And they ultimately wind up failing because it doesn't work for them. And so they just, give up. It's tough to do it that way. Can it be done? Yes. I've seen it done. I know people that have done it. It's tough, and it's going to take you a long time. For me, when we got started, I didn't have a lot of time. I'd already lost an income, trying to figure out what needed to happen for us to figure out how to recoup that. We decided to make an investment in a course, and that's ultimately what got us started. Now, is that the end all be all that was the only thing that we ever did and that was it and that's what made us successful? No. Like we've said, we've invested in different programs, different coaches, different mentors, but we didn't do that in the very beginning. We didn't say in the very beginning, all right, we're going to spend 40 grand to try to figure all this stuff out. No, not at all. I just lost my job. Didn't have that kind of money sitting around. So yes, we started out, we tried to figure out how we could come up with a couple $1,000s to invest in a course that got us started. We learned some skills, and guess what? We started to make some money. We started to make some money with those skills that we were learning. And then we take that money that we were earning at that point and reinvesting it back into either other skills, other tools to help us out with our business. And that's how we continued to grow our business, was by reinvesting. But again, for those people out there that say, hey, you can do this for free. There's all kinds of this information. You're exactly right. You can do it for free.
I'm too ADD, man. I get sucked into a freaking YouTube rabbit hole just watching stupid cat videos with the girls. Like, I can't imagine actually trying to learn, with somebody having, because there's so many different opinions, and affiliate marketing is a very simple business model. It's simple, but it's also complex in that there's so many different ways to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's like, oh, well, you can promote on LinkedIn, or you can do TikTok, you can do Instagram, you can do
YouTube.
Pinterest, you can do YouTube, you can do this. And it's like, where do I start?
Exactly.
Like, there's probably 100,000 plus videos out there about affiliate marketing in some sense of, one way or the other. How the hell are you supposed to decipher all that?
Yeah. Let me ask you this, and you guys drop me a 2 in the comments if you've ever found yourself scrolling on TikTok and you were just going to scroll for a couple of seconds and then you found out it's 30 minutes or an hour later. Drop me a 2 in the comments if you've ever gotten lost scrolling through videos on TikTok. Okay, it's the same thing when you go to try to find information about affiliate marketing and trying to learn things. Yeah, I see the 2s coming in. Garrett's got me a 2. Denise has got me a 2. Wayne's got me a 2.
Right, fellas, how many times have you gone go to the bathroom and your wives are texting you like, are you still taking a crap or are you scrolling on TikTok?
I've been guilty of that as well, And so the same thing goes with when we try to learn something online. I am super guilty with this. If I'm trying to research something online, I'm YouTubing it or I'm Googling it, I get lost down these little rabbit holes. And I either get lost on the original topic that I was trying to find or look at, or I found so many different ways to do one thing that I just end up not doing anything. And I think that's where a lot of people, fail with this, especially those that try to what we call freebie their way through it. They will sit there and find all this information out there and it becomes overwhelming. And it's just easier to say, all right, I'm not doing anything, as opposed to where do I start and trying to actually discern that and figure it out and go from there. And so that's, again, why we definitely recommend people get started with courses. Again, do you have to? No, you don't. We've talked about that. Okay. That's our recommendation. Again, whether you start with us, whether you start in our free Facebook group. Again, for those of you that are on, the TikTok, you can see our Facebook group is right there. Take that link, drop it in your web browser, go join our Facebook group. Make sure that you answer the 3 membership questions, okay? We've also got the free training that is there. Grab that link, take it over there, put it in your web browser, go check that out. It's like almost a 2-hour training on affiliate marketing. And unlike a lot of trainings that you see out there, this actually goes through and talks about what affiliate marketing is and how you can get started with it. Now, I will say this, there is an offer at the end of the training. There is an offer at the end of the training. It's not for us. We're not trying to sell anything in there. What we're doing is we're letting people know that there is an offer there. If they really want to get started with affiliate marketing after they've gone through that training, we have a bonus package that we offer for one of the products that we promote. And, it starts with that $7 program. So if you go through that and you decide to invest in some of the additional education that they have in there, that makes you eligible for the bonus package that we offer, which actually brings along with it weekly lifetime coaching, an excellent exclusive messaging group within Telegram. We've also got a lot of other bonus items that you can be eligible for. And again, if you check out that free training link that's there, we have all that covered in there. Okay. And what led to that for us, honestly, guys, is we were seeing a need for people that were going through and getting started with some of this stuff. Courses are great. Courses are awesome. That's a great way for people to learn information. But it's that support that a lot of programs kind of lack that we wanted to add to this one. And that's why we offer that weekly lifetime coaching as a part of this program. Okay. And it's just a bonus. There is no cost for our bonus. It's a bonus. No cost. All we do is we ask that you invest in those courses or that program to learn the skills. And then we will help coach you along with giving you that accountability, giving you the ability to have an actual action plan so that you know what you're doing from day in to day out. And also, a lot of other resources that we offer, like we've even got like a TikTok boot camp in there to help you figure out how to create your first TikToks and what to create them on, or other social media platforms. If you decide you want to go over to Facebook and promote over there, we've got information on how to do that as well. So again, it's a great bonus package that we've put together. Just the Telegram group, the exclusive messaging group. We've got a lot of our our clients and students that are in that. You know, Megan and I are in there every day answering questions and helping people that are in their business. And we got somebody posting something. Oh, okay. One of the people. Hey, Isaac is actually on the live. It looks like.
I'm getting.
Isaac, she's actually checking the Telegram right now. So, Isaac says, worth it. Megan is looking festive with your Christmas tree shirt on.
It's Sam's Club last year, and they have more this year, and it is like that terry cloth. It's comfortable.
So. All right. User QYM, Wayne, true, and agree with you. I have a master grade, but impossible to find a job, and we see that all the time. Wayne says, I have looked at YouTube videos, and you're right. It is information overload to use. Don't know where to start. You know, exactly. We see that quite a bit. Brandon, thank you for the likes. Appreciate that. You know, again, that's why we do what we do. Our business has been successful. Like I said, we started out from zero. We now generate a multi-six-figure income with our business. Our business is rocking, it's rolling, it's doing its thing. We know that there's so many people out there that could use help, use support in getting started with their businesses. Because honestly, if it hadn't been for the support of someone else that we had turned to at one point in our journey, we wouldn't be sitting here in front of you. Okay. We have looked and we have, you know, talked with, and we have been helped by other mentors and coaches that helped us along the way. And we know that that is how we can return that favor, kind of pay that forward, is to be able to help others do the same thing. So, you know, that's why we do this. That's why we offer that bonus package. You know, it's definitely something to check out. If you're happen to be over on TikTok, again, grab that link, go check it out. And if you've got any questions, drop them in the comments. All right, user QYM, they say to me, I can't pay you for master's degree when non-graduated can do the same for half pay. So
see, that's crap. Yeah. And I'm so sorry about that. But see, I'm nope, not gonna go there.
All right. Isaac says, having mentors is the secret sauce of any successful entrepreneur. And I do believe that it's not that it's a secret sauce. It's just, you know, some people they're just not willing, you know, to invest in that and, you know, move forward with something like that. A lot of times people see the words invest and it scares them off, really. You know, whether it's the skepticisms, whether they're scared, you know, a lot of people are scared of failure. So a lot of times we see that it's, you know, there's a lot of different reasons why people, you know, aren't willing to invest in themselves for skills. The other part of it is that I see, you know, people talk about not having enough time to be able to do something like this. But let me ask you, is there anything that you have going that's going to change the fact that you don't have time? Okay. If we continue to wait for the right time, you know, I love this line. If you're waiting to get your ducks in a row to get started with this, let me tell you, your ducks are never going to be in a damn row. It's never going to happen. There will always be something that happens to cause one of them little ducks to be out of line. And so if you want to continue to say and use the excuse, I don't have time, when will that ever change? We have to make a conscious effort to say, all right, I am going to make that change. I am going to make the time to do that. And even Megan and I, we get into this a few different times when we talk about this. You know, there's a lot of times we say, oh, well, we don't have time for that. It's not that we don't have time. It's not we don't make the time for it. Okay? We have the time to do the things that we want to do, but we sometimes don't make the time to do the things that we need to do. And, you know, when we're talking about entrepreneurs and this business stuff, and, you know, a lot of people, you know, well, hey, I've got a full-time job, I've got family, how in the world can I do this? Well, honestly, if you could work on this 1 to 3 hours a day, okay, you could be pretty successful with this within 6 to 12 months. Now, you have to be consistent. You got to show up every day. You got to do certain things, okay? Now, a lot of people are going, well, Ryan, I don't have 1 to 3 hours. That's okay. We understand that. There's a lot of people that may not have 1 to 3 hours. But what I want you to look at is, you know, for me, when we first got started in this, you know, there was a lot of times where even though I was doing this full time, I would be busy during the day taking care of the kids. And, you know, Megan was still working full time. So I would, you know, take the kids to school and pick them up and do homeworks and try to figure out what we were going to be doing for dinner. And, you know, I had a lot of stuff on my plate. So therefore, I didn't really get a lot of time to work in our business. So at the end of the day, when everybody else was going to bed, there were nights where I would stay up until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning to work on our business, because that was the time that I needed to work on our business. Okay. And so I question you, those of you that say that you don't have time, if you really look at things and figure out, hey, I probably could push myself another hour or two at the end of the day to work on my business, especially if it meant that within 6 to 12 months, I'm going to be making a greater income than I do at my 9 to 5. And I could quit, or I can continue to do this and make a great income and now spend more time with family, or you have all kinds of different options. But at least starting out and saying, hey, I can put this effort into it to actually work a little bit harder. All right, let's see here. Wayne, teach money to make money. I think he said takes money to make money. Isaac, Tony Robbins even had a mentor, and now he's a mentor himself. Exactly. All right, easy to be. Our friend Don.
As a mentor, that's the thing.
Ryan and Megan, our stand-up people, pay attention and take that to the bank. Good night, all. Thank you, Don. We appreciate that. All right, NH Bowware, are you teaching the legendary material, or do you have your own course?
See, that's the thing. Affiliate marketing is affiliate marketing. It doesn't.
Yeah. So we promote Legendary. That's one of the programs that we promote. Like I said, we have a handful of programs that we do promote. That's Legendary is where we got our start. We do not have our own course. And here's the reason why. I have kind of talked about this ever since we got started, and everybody's like, well, we've had mentors say you need to create your own course. Why? I believe that there are plenty of courses out there for people that are already good courses and that can make a difference in people's lives. Now, we have talked about some certain things that, I help a lot of people that have issues with, tech. Okay. I have a lot of people that I've helped that, aren't very tech savvy. They struggle with computers. And so one of the things that I'm actually looking at and trying to figure out is there a better way for me to be able to help people like that? Because I understand that a lot of the videos in some courses, maybe they go too quickly or they're too long. I'm one of those that, whenever I sit down and I pull up a video course, and if one of the videos is like an hour long or more, I'm like, I check out right from the beginning. I'm like, this is going to bore me to death. I'm not going to understand this stuff because it's too long. So, maybe making something, a little bit shorter, something that's a little bit slower type of thing. But right now, we don't have our own course, and I don't plan really to make a course. All right, user 8727. How do I do Amazon affiliate marketing? So you see all the people on TikTok there that are talking about what you didn't know you needed off of Amazon. That's Amazon affiliate marketing. Find products that interest you on Amazon, create videos around those products, and boom, there you are. You're doing Amazon affiliate marketing. You can do YouTube videos on products that you can find on Amazon. By putting that type of information, that type of content out there, that's really how you're going to promote Amazon products. Is you can create a blog, okay? You can write a blog about different products that you have found on Amazon. You can do YouTube. You can even do Facebook. You can put videos on Facebook, showing you using different products or products that you might recommend. So, again, have you a landing page with all the different products that you have, and, number them. If you have a certain product that you put a video out there, put a number on that video so that when they go to your landing page, all they got to do is look for that number that they saw in your video, and it'll help them find the product so that they can buy it. But yeah, it's actually fairly simple to do the Amazon affiliate thing. For us, we focus more on the high ticket affiliate marketing, which is going to be most of your, digital products, digital courses, softwares, tools, and things like that. All right, user 8727. Is that what Amazon influencer is too? I see a lot of people talking about that. All right. So there is a bit of a difference between Amazon influencer and Amazon associate. Amazon associate is just you get affiliate links for all the different products. You can take those links and you can, put them in your content, put them on your landing pages, all that different stuff. And you have, I think it's 90 or 180 days to reach a certain amount of commissions, and you have to stay active with that Amazon Associates account to be able to do that. And so you have to have commissions coming in within that, 6 months to be able to do that. Okay. The Amazon influencer is a little bit different. You actually have a storefront on Amazon that you can use, a site basically on Amazon that you can use. And if you get approved to be an influencer, you can actually send people to your Amazon site or store, is what it kind of looks like. And then it's all about you, and the products that you recommend. And I believe with that account, you don't have that time restraint as far as, goals of you have to do so much business or so many sales in a certain amount of time. So, all right, Isaac, some people start with promoting courses, then use revenue to pay someone to create a blog. There you go. NH Bullware makes sense. Thanks. I was just reading on the legendary site today. All right, awesome. If you have any questions, NH Bullware, let us know. Happy to answer them. Again, that's where we got to start. We do believe in that program, in that course.
I will say, if you do want to start with that, and if you're interested in the bonus that we're offering, we are only offering that to those that come into the program through our link, and that do invest in the blueprints or in the additional education. So be sure to use our link so your cookie does, because I wouldn't want people to miss out on that, because it's as far as we know, I don't think anybody else is doing this or offering it. So
you'll
just
find
our little plug there.
You'll find some people that are promoting different programs. They'll offer maybe a one-on-one or some things like that, but I haven't really seen too many people offering the type of package that we're doing, the whole the setup, the done for you setup, the weekly lifetime coaching at this level. I have seen some people do, and we've even been a part of running a bonus for some higher end programs, where people were paying $6,000 to be able to add a bonus of coaching and stuff like that. So this is really at this price point, for people to come in at this price point and take advantage of a done for you offer and weekly lifetime coaching. I really haven't seen too many other people doing that.
Our mentors probably thinking you're nuts.
Probably so. But you know what? If that's what's going to take to help other people, and it's helping other people. We've got some great people that are in that and taking advantage of that and seeing results from it. So it's absolutely amazing to be able to see that. So
Isaac, get off our live and start making TikToks things.
Or actually, Isaac, get off our live and go live for yourself. That's what you need to do, buddy. Give you a little pressure there. But again, that's what we do. Shoot, we're already at an hour. We're at an hour already. So, we oh, you called me out. That's what a coach is all about, Isaac.
You don't need a cheerleader.
That's right. We don't pass on warm fuzzies and say, "Attaboy." It's get your butt to work. That's what it takes. So,
and you deserve the attaboy. We'll give it to you.
User 8727. How long do people stick around in lifetime coaching? So for the most, all right, there's a couple of scenarios there, honestly. A lot of people will stick in there until they get the results that they desire. Okay. Other people will, put some work into it, and not really be consistent and not show up to all of the calls, or they may show up to a call here or there, something like that, but they're not really putting 100% of the effort into it. And then eventually they will fizzle out. So,
but our goal for people that come in through, the coaching and things like that, we want them to leave eventually.
We want them to level up.
We want them to, yeah. We want to kick the little birdies out of the nest and go, okay, now you got to fly on to another mentor because you're done with us.
Yeah. Our goal is for our students or clients to get from 0 to 10K, just like it says in our description. That's our goal for our students or clients is to be able to do that. And the people that come in through this bonus, that's what our goal for them is. Once they get to that point, like Megan says, it's all right, you've learned what you can here. There are certain things that we can take them beyond that point. Obviously, we've done that, but for what we're focused on and what we help people with, that's the goal for them. Right. And then try to get them to move on, like Megan said, kick them out of the nest. We continue to invest in programs and coaches and mentors as we progress in our business. So, we found somebody that would help us make our first few $1,000s. And then after that, it was like, all right, now we're going to find somebody to help us get to 6 figures. And we did that. multiple six figures was the next step. All right, now, our eyes are set on seven figures. We're with a current mentor that's helping us get to seven figures. After we do that, guess what? We'll probably invest in another mentor that will help us, try to scale from that and hit multiple seven and even eight figures. So you're constantly, leveling up in your business. But the thing of it is, I think so many people think that they have to invest in all of that right now in the beginning, and you don't. As you start to invest at the smaller level in the beginning, learn the skills that it takes to actually make some money first. Make some money with a business, whether it's a few $1,000s, or even just some people just need a few $100s a month to help them out, or whatever it might be.
Now he just retired his wife.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so you can start out, and then as you learn the skills to make money online, then reinvest that. That's kind of the key, is taking that money that you start to earn and reinvesting that into your business, into learning more skills. That's really how people, level up their businesses. All right, user 8727. Wow, seven figures. How long do you think it'll be until you hit that? I am hoping within the next year, year to 2 years, we'll hit that seven figure mark. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't. And it's funny to sit here and talk about that, because 2 years ago that would have been like a pipe dream, or a fairy tale for us to even think about that. Now it's a realistic thing to say that we could hit seven figures in this business. Again, when we first got started, and I'm sitting here talking to people or seeing people that are online and saying, I'm making $50,000 a month. Yeah, whatever. I couldn't make that in a year, and you're telling me you can make that in a month. We realize that that's possible now. We've hit those high incomes per month marks that a lot of people talked about when we first started. Now we know that that's real, and we continue to scale that and grow that in our business. And it's possible, it's real, and that's one of the reasons. That's one of the main things that I want to touch on, is that it can happen for you guys. Go ahead.
I was like, the crazy part is, like I said, when we started this, and we do need to wrap this up, but whenever we started this, the goal was to make $2,000 a month just to replace what you had lost, and we did 5 in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
That's my income plus your income.
Mm-hmm. 5K in 2 weeks,
and 3 of that was total passive.
Mm-hmm. That's just this last 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yep. Business generated over $5,000. Yeah. And like Megan said, 3,000 of that was
totally passive,
pure passive income.
Plus.
So user QYM, really, I need 5 figures. I'm not hungry. Is that just enough to forget about money and make what I like? And that's okay. You can do that. Again, like I said, we originally started out in this going, what, I just want a couple $1,000s a month, and it ended up, we learned the skills, and it didn't take any more work to make $10,000 a month than what it did $2,000 a month. So you figure that out as you go. You're putting in X amount of work, and then all of a sudden you're making $10,000-$15,000 a month. So then at that point you're like, well, shoot, if I'm doing that with this, what happens if I add a little bit more to it? Your goals continue to change, and they should continue to change. Goals should continue to change, as you progress in your business, and that's what it's all about.
Have a finish line.
Mm-hmm.
That line just keeps going, because once you set a finish line and you reach that, then you become stagnant, and then you actually start to go backwards. So if your goal is to make $2,000 a month, and you hit that, and you don't make plans to go any further, then, like I said, you're just gonna go backwards, because it's gonna be like, oh, well, I already know how to do this, and then you're not gonna be motivated to keep putting in the work to do it, if that makes sense.
So Jeff asked, how many people that join your training do you think stay with it? So are you talking about our personal, like our bonus package, or are you actually talking about like, the legendary program and things like that? Because I will say this, all right, for legendary, they, I don't even know how many sales a day that they go with, and people that they get into this. One of their Facebook groups, is over, I don't even know how many it is.
I don't know.
I don't know. At last look, there was 50,000 people in there or something like that. You know, I will say this: there's a lot of people that will sign up for like the $7 program and not fall through. That there are a lot of people that just don't follow through with it. I always have believed in the fact that people don't value what they get for free, or don't really invest a good amount in. But as far as like for us, with our personal training, our percentage is up there. Like right now, I'm going to say 100%. People that are in our group right now, 100% of the people that have come in are sticking with it. They're working through it. And I think the reason is because we do have that weekly coaching. We do have that Telegram group. So people aren't feeling stuck in something and just feel like they don't have anywhere to go to ask questions. So 100% of the people right now that are in our private Facebook coaching group and that Telegram group, and they've taken advantage of the bonus package. 100% of those people are sticking with it, and it's because of those resources that support that community, of people around them to help them out. Not just Megan and I, but the whole community, is there to support. It's kind of nice, like Megan said, with that group setting, that you kind of have that competitive edge. People are doing things, and well, I can do that, and well, hey, if so and so can do it, I can do that. Or hey, we all get in here, just like we were kind of jazzing on Isaac a little bit there. He needs to get on his lives. That's one of the things that he's working on personally, is to be able to do lives and things. So it's all of that community that is helping that, and I think that's why there's so many people that are doing that. Megan and I have had other coaching things that we have done in the past. We've run a successful coaching business where we actually charged people, but we decided we didn't want to charge people anymore. We wanted to just offer it as a bonus. For us on the fulfillment side, it was simpler to do it that way. But I have noticed at different levels, again, if people invest something like $2,500 into a course, they're more apt to stay with it, right? They're more apt to use that as accountability. Now, that's not to say I've seen people that invest in $2,500 courses. I've seen people invest in $6,000 programs and don't stick with it, for whatever reason. There are a lot of people, I think, that get into the industry that don't understand the work that it takes to get to do this. So many people see our 8 to 10 second videos and go, well, shoot, I could probably do this. But there's so much more to it than that. There's so much more. You have to learn strategies for these different social media platforms. You have to be willing to sometimes put yourself out there, whether you're putting yourself out there in a video or a post on Facebook or something like that. So there are people that do walk away, I think, once they figure out, oh shoot, there's a lot more to this than what I thought. But honestly, it's not hard work. It's fairly simple. I've had physically demanding jobs before that were hard work. This isn't one of those types of things. It's just a matter of having the support, having the strategy, having the plan of action to actually implement. And I think that's what really helps the people that are working with us to stay with it. Let's see, Wayne. I don't settle for little money. I like a lot. Do you know any coffee companies that do affiliate marketing? Are you looking that up?
Yeah.
Megan's looking that up right now. All right, user 8727. To be fair, the 8 to 10 second videos make it sound really easy. And you're right. User 8727.
People need to do their due diligence and they need to do their research
Right.
on things.
Right. And they finished it up with like, there's not much to it. You're right.
And there's not supposed to be, because we use short form content as discoverability. You cannot teach in an 8 to 10 second video.
Yeah, that's not what they're asking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, so what you're talking about, you're right. People see an 8 to 10 second video and it makes it seem simple. Yeah, I made $5,000 in 2 weeks and I talked about it in an 8 second video. Okay. The work that went in to make that $5,000 was a lot more than an 8 second video. And sometimes, guys, those 8 second videos, it may have taken an hour to create that video. Or there may have been 3 hours of messaging people that happened in that background. And that's why I say that I will be honest, the failure rate for affiliate marketing is high. There's a lot of people that get into it because they think that it's easy. We tell people this isn't a get rich quick thing. It takes time. It takes consistency. And there's a lot of people that don't do that. You know, maybe they start it and they'll do it for a couple of weeks and they're like, well, I didn't get anything, so I quit. You know, I'm here to tell you right now, if you get into this and you think in 2 weeks you're going to be making sales and you're going to be making thousands of dollars in commissions and stuff like that, it's not going to happen. But you have to put the work in, okay? Then as you build upon the work that you're doing, you will start to see the results from that, okay? And depending on how much work you put in will determine how quickly you see those results come in. Hopefully that makes sense. Jeff, that's great. Why I was asking so many people are on here promoting affiliate marketing. So Jeff, one of the reasons why you see so many people promoting affiliate marketing is because it does work. All right. It's a very simple business model. It's probably one of the best business models for people to get into as a beginner. All right. We mentioned earlier that Megan and I started in drop shipping and e-commerce, and you know, that was a very tough thing to try to start out in. One, you've got to have capital for it. That's a big part of it. You got to have capital. And most people that are starting in the how to make money online don't have a crap ton of capital laying around, because otherwise they wouldn't be sitting here trying to figure out how to make money online, right? So, you know, that was, you know, Amazon FBA is another great business model. Print on demand, another great business model, but you have to have capital in a lot of these business models to get started with them. Affiliate marketing, you don't, okay? You also don't have to deal with products. Okay, you're not physically shipping any products. You're not actually dealing with the product themselves. What you are doing is you are basically showing people or recommending different products to people, and they click on a link to go buy it from that company. So you're not on the hook for payment processing. You're not on the hook for any kind of shipping or anything like that. So a lot of people start out in affiliate marketing. They start to make money in affiliate marketing, and then they may branch out into Amazon FBA or drop shipping or e-commerce stores or print on demand type stuff. So it's kind of a stepping stone, really, for people to start to gain some capital and then move on from there. So, but you do see a lot of people talking about it because it works. There's so many people out there that are making, you know, some people are just making, you know, a few $100s a month because that's all they really want to do. And then there's other people out there that are making, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in affiliate marketing. It just depends on what you want to do and how far you want to take it. All right. Why not talk about the 3 hours of messaging in the content?
This is our content.
Like, so
talking about.
And again, you know, I say that, yeah, there's a lot of times where people are, you know, we're sitting, you know, doing messaging and we're talking to people and things like that. This is part of that, you know, this is part of that, you know, talking with people and putting our information out there and creating our content. So,
but I mean, yeah, we could just put it in there, and that's fine, you know. But again, we use it for discoverability. We don't scare people away, because if we talk about it in an 8-second video, then we don't have really an opportunity or a chance to fully explain it.
Yeah. That's more or less of a marketing thing, you know. We're not going to see, you're not going to see a TikTok video of us explaining every single thing, every step that we do, because one, that video is not going to do very well. Nobody's going to sit around and watch it that long. You might have one or two, but that's not enough to actually push the video out there to get the views and get the engagement that you're wanting to. So we use our 8 to 10 second videos as discoverability. Okay. So people can see that and say, hey, I like what they're doing. How do I do more of it? And then they can either go click on our link, you know, like here, you can, you know, join our Facebook group. You can join our free training, you know, all these different things to find out more information about it. So it's again, it comes down to doing your due diligence and checking those things out. All right, guys, it has been an hour. This is the Megan and Ryan Power Hour. We do these shows every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. We broadcast them to our Facebook audience, our YouTube audience, which, by the way, we do have a YouTube channel. It's Megan and Ryan Recommend. Go check us out over on YouTube. We've got a lot of videos that are, you know, being put out there. You know, we're ramping that up and putting more out there. You know, if you guys are over on TikTok, you can see the links above me right now. Check those out. They're not actual links. You just have to write them down or, you know, put them into your web browser. But you can check out our free training that we have, you know, how you can get started, or also join our Facebook group. So feel free to do that as well. We generally do this broadcast for our Facebook audience and our YouTube audience. That's one that can actually interact with us. We can show their comments up on the screen. And also the replays of these are on our Facebook pages and profiles as well. So again, thank you guys for being here. Let's see. user 8727, kind of like a casino showing the guy that wins to fill the casino. kind of like that. It's kind of a marketing thing, but it's not necessarily you know, just showing the people that win. For us, it's not. It's about letting people know that this is a real thing. It's a process. But most of the time, you just kind of got to get started with it. Figure out if it's what you want. So again, thank you guys for being here. We appreciate you taking the time watching us. If you haven't already, make sure that you follow us. Again, on TikTok, we put our videos out there every day. We also broadcast this show, the Megan and Ryan Power Hour, every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. User QIM, thanks again for that motivation you gave to us. No problem. Denise, thanks. No problem. Thank you guys for joining us. And we look forward to seeing you on our future Power Hours. Thanks a lot, and have a great night, guys.